All right. Thank you, Dr. Nasifa. Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Happy cold Monday. I think it's the cold from New York sweeping Houston at this time. We're cold here. Um, with that said, tonight we have Freya Arun presenting Money Master the Game. Uh, is a 7 simple steps to financial freedom by Tony Robbins. So without any further ado, I'll let Dr. Nassif take over. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And I had to apologize in advance if my presentation didn't meet the the standard, because 2 hours ago, or no, I mean, even few minutes ago, I didn't know whether I would be presenting or not. My eyes were hurting me, and I don't know what is going on. Anyway, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. The
All right.
jungle.
Yes, it's a jungle, as you can, and you have to know where to step feet into. Otherwise, the game, you will be one of the instead of playing the game, you will be part of the game. So you have to know and master the game. Otherwise, as Tony himself was saying, that if you don't know any game and they invite you to play, for sure you will lose that game. Is what is happening for the money master the game. So here he's giving. I'm jumping straight because I wanna beat beyond today. So here is telling us that if you compare what is going on for SP 500, people will be telling you that they can make more than SP 500, but the average is 9.28%. But if you take the common average investor, is only 2.5%. So where is the difference? And the difference most of the time is in the pocket of the bankers, the investor, the advisors. So we had to be part of that game. Otherwise, it's kind of a rigged game where they always profit from our not how if the fact that not everyone love numbers, not everyone knows financial, and as he say it in the book, he say when a man with money meets a man with experience, the man with the experience ends up with the money, and the man with the money ends up with the experience. We don't want to be victim of that. And here he shows that it's not a simple book. It's not a book, a quick book. You might be thinking that he's not from financial, but he has experience. He went and interviewed all these people. If you take all the money that they are managing together, is more than twice, I would say more than half of American wealth. So they are very, very heavy people that he talk about. I know that people know about Ray Dalio, Jack Bogle. If we are talking about index today, is because of this guy. Because at one point it was like a theory and everyone was believing that, but he put it in the practice. Vanguard. And also the experienced people, the investor, they always want you to believe into them and give them carte blanche so that they can manage your money. And most of the time they are managing your money so that they can quick sell and buy, quick sell and buy, and by selling they are making money. They are buying back, they are making money. So is there, and by doing that, look at what you will be losing. If you are following them, you will be here. And I think I can put, yeah, if you are following them, you will be here. But the actual rate is this one. So the difference is where people are getting their money, and that's what he call it, the hidden 401k fee over the lifetime. You are losing almost 275k per lifetime. And he gave the example of butcher and dietitians. He said that if you go, you end up by error, get to the butcher stores and say, oh, what can I eat tonight? The butcher immediately will tell you that, oh, just buy this meat or chicken there. He will always advise you meat food. But if you are going to the dietitian, he will tell you what is in your best interest. That's why he's talking about fiduciary and suitability. Fiduciary, they are not paying per your transaction, but they are paying a certain fee. So let's say that is maybe 500 per month. In that case, they will do everything in their power to advise you properly instead of just tell you what they have in the box. And in the book as well, he was telling that most of them, they are advising you to buy this product, but they are not even buy those products because they know the fee involved in those products and they don't even buy them. So they are just taking you as a sheep and go and fleece you. And here is what he's advising as allocation. Say where to put 7.5 as a gold, 7.5 as a commodity, 15% as a intermediate term US bond, and 30% stocks, and 40% as a long-term bond. So he's, according to him, when you have allocation, this set of allocation, then you will never lack of money and you will always bounce back from any financial instability that we always notice in the market. Also, he is giving us here the history of how much they are making on SP 500 versus what is normal portfolio is showing here. He gave all this type of games how to play, but he's coming back to the most powerful things is our conscience and our unconscious. Some people will call it conscious and subconscious mind. He's saying that here, when it depends, if you like risk, if the market start going down, you run and start selling things. But it's not the most part of it. If you forget about it, you make sure that you believe that, oh, anything that goes down will come up, you will gain. But if you start running and start selling things, then you are not. And also he said you need to know your numbers. Last time I think I present something and I talk about that numbers. Most of the time, let's say that you believe that you need 10,000 a year, 10K a year. To know that numbers is the fact that 10K in a year, what do they do is the fact that you say, okay, you need 10K, what money, how much I should put somewhere to have 4% that will give me 10K. To know that number is just 10K times 100, which is the 4% in the inverse of 4% over 4, which is technically, I think is how much here is 5025. So it's 10K times 25, which is 250K. Then you are making 10,000 per year. If it is 100, you just multiply everything by more zero on it. So we need to know our number. Why do we need to know our number? Is the fact that sometimes you reach your financial freedom, but you don't even know that you reach there. So it's important to know how much we need to be financial free. And is you, Christel's number will be different from Fred Thomas' numbers, vice versa. It's not everyone has the same number. And when you make more money, what he's saying is that when you save and automatically invest, you will earn. Make sure that you reduce the fees and the taxes, and then he's advising to think and share with other people. mm, to share with other people. That's what he's mentioning here, because he everyone who knows Tony today might say that, oh, he's a rich guy, but he went through a tough period of time, especially when he was young. So knowing the importance of other people feeding him, he remembered today by creating a foundation to give away food. Now he's giving more than 2 million food a year, he said. So those are important things that when we master our game, we can be ready to give and leave some legacy. And he has a lot of tools as well in the book. And I collect these QR code here. So here, if you want to know how they are fleecing you, because they say, oh, this is your best investment, oh, I found this one, I decided to buy for you, you can go to this QR code and put all your financial information in, and it will tell you how much they fleece you, how you can change everything to get more money out of it. And here is if you want to participate into his Arting of Giving, Feeding America, you can scan this one as well. And on that, I finish, and I still have one or other presentation if I'm still on time, Christelle.
Yep, you still have time. I believe
Okay,
we, yeah, you just did the 10 minutes according to my 10 to
okay.
13 minutes according to my watch. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lord. So here is just going quickly back to the 7 step, because sometimes the book is so dense, is so big that sometimes you don't even realize where are the 7 steps. So here I have how do you call it? I can't even remember this name now. Anyway, it's all important. So the 7 steps are here. When uh, it's not working then. Yeah, the 7 steps are here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, here's the 7 step. He said the most important decision is to start saving. You have to start saving, because if you don't save, you end up like other people, like he cites the former champion Mike Tyson, where they lose all the money that they made. So you had to start saving and become the insider. Become the insider means that you have to know the game, how the game is playing. You have to know the game. And here it says he also tell us about the 9 myth, which is a lot if we want to be on time. And here, make the game winnable by knowing your number. I did talk about that one. And vitality and independence. Put a price on your dream. What is your dream? Does it have a price? Maybe 10,000 is already enough for you. Maybe 100,000 is already enough for the other person. And the set of allocation. We talk about that right now. How much you put in this, uh, and he also advised to save money and make sure that you avoid taxes. eh? And when you finish all this one, just do it, enjoy it, and share it. Share it is mean that you had to give away as well. On that, I finish, and I'm waiting for your questions.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone. Good
Thank you.
job. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Carol.
very much,
Thank
Francis.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. So we are 17 minutes into the time, into the hour. I I will open the floor by going first. I believe we each have 4 minutes if we want to chip in tonight. If I think that's still the time, right? Is it four or
Mhm.
3 minutes?
I think it depends between 3 to 4. They said.
Okay, all right. So okay, with that said, I'll go ahead and start. I want to thank Farun for the clear and precise um, com- uh, communication and the presentation of the book. The book is a huge book, but Tony is a real master. I believe we read some other books of his here before. Um, my takeaway is really the first one, the first step of the blueprint. The main purpose of the book is to help people build wealth, secure financial freedom, which really means generating income for life without having to rely on work or paycheck from paycheck. Um, I I take this number one step because awareness is everything. If we can be aware of something, the way we think about it, the way we act is completely, even though we may not reach 100%, is a building block actually to the um, financial discipline, the financial awareness, of being able to allocate money where you should to avoid tax or to save the best or to make your investment more profitable. I was lucky enough with my dad. He introduced me to saving early on in my life. I wish it could be earlier, but I think the right time for everything is what happens. So introduced to saving. Saving is everything, and that's the building block. So taking charge of our financial life is the first step, and is the most important when it comes to financial decision in our life. Um, to commit to financial mastering instead of leaving it for future to change it or to decide for us. And from that, I'll go to the last one really because I think we need to enjoy every step of life. Money is not everything. Money is, but it's not everything. So there's a middle ground that one has to be very comfortable with to be able to enjoy and also give back. Giving back is a huge thing. You can have, but if you don't give back, it's kind of, and you don't have to wait until the end of life to give. I believe we read a book here that says, give while you are alive and receive that benediction. See that smile on people's face. Is the most joyful thing to do, and we don't need to wait till our last days or till we're not here to do that. And with that, I will stop and I'll let other people speak. So thank you. If anyone wants to speak, since I'm the moderator, I'm gonna say this. Go ahead. You guys have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Crystal.
you.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Krista.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, well, okay. If I may say a few words,
Mhm.
uh, thank you so much, Freya Arun, for your presentation. And it's so rich. I love it the way you again try and summarize it. This is a huge book. This is the third time I'm reading it, but still haven't finished. But this time I've gone far further in, almost there, but still not. So with your summary, I'm pretty sure it's going to help and then give me at least some futuristic aspect of this heavy book that has so much to teach. Okay, and I love the way you try to give it out, especially the flow chart that you've come out with. You always find a very nice way. It, pictures worth thousand words, and this I was thinking of something like this, but I couldn't even imagine how I would do it. So I hope the way you have done it, and then share it with us whenever we click on any of them, it will be coming out eh, as you were doing. I hope so. Is it?
No, I can send a
Oh,
picture. I can open all of them and send a picture of it. But if
okay.
you want,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so at least if it were to be this, animation,
Mm.
I was enjoying it so much, and I hope you know what I thought of. If you were to give it to us in
Mm.
animated mode like this, we could use it and change and then and also design our own presentation this way and feed in whatever information we want. That was what I was hoping I could do. If you could share it with me one way or the other so I could use it
If
that
you want
way,
to use it,
unless
I can share the way I get there. So it's not going to be something. Is one of these AI that's helping to do that as well.
okay, it's a specific program. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That being said, I will finish with two quotation. There were so many
Mm-hmm.
great quotations that he used, and then two related to mountain that struck my mind. He said that the man, I forgot who was the author of the quotation, but the man on top of the mountain
Mm.
did not fall there. Okay. And I tried to imagine how you could fall on top of a mountain. And then further away, he also said that there's no shortcut to the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
There's none. If you want to get on top of the mountain, there's no way you find any shortcut. Okay. And let us try and then picture it. But the last one that I really enjoyed, and among other many others, was it takes as much effort. That is from Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay, it takes as much effort to wish or hope as to plan. So for some of us who keep wishing or hoping, the amount of effort that we put in by hoping or wishing is the same amount of effort we need to plan. And then planning will lead us to something rather than remaining there hoping or wishing. So, this is what I have so far to contribute. When we plan and using the footprints or the blueprint of other people like Tony, we could get to a good destination rather than hoping and wishing and leave it as a dream rather than reality. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so that was still good.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Amore.
you.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Please take the floor open.
Okay, I can go quickly.
Thank you. Mhm.
First, I want to thank Freya Arun for the great presentation. I love the pictures. You make it very visual and very understandable, right? So this book is another money book, right? Saving, invest, and avoid fees and how to avoid fees, right? So I would say I will ask a question because so far we are we are saving, right? We are trying to save. How do you be insider? He said be insider, right? How can you go over it a little bit for me, Arun? How do you be insider?
You finish your question, or I want
Yeah,
you to?
that the first one. Yeah, when another one comes, I will ask.
Okay. To be, it's not that everyone can chip in. It's not, the response might not come only from me. To be insider, you are already doing it now by studying it, by learning the game, the rule, because there are a lot of rules that people, they, I think at the beginning, you just need to know addition and multiplication and be financial savvy. But
Mhm.
knowing that everyone is getting there, they start making it complex
Okay.
for their own purpose. So to be insider is to learn. Okay, let me give you one example. You will understand what you mean by insider or to be aware of the game.
Right.
Let's say that you have 100,000 at 2%
Right.
and for your mortgage, and people will start coming to you and say, oh, it's going to be good to pay off your mortgage, to be this one. Yes, psychologically you might think that is good for you, but instead of taking that 100k 100,000 and just pay off your mortgage, to
Mm-hmm.
be an insider is better for you to maintain that mortgage as the way it is and just pay maybe 500 per month or 1,000 per month, and take
Mm-hmm.
that big difference of maybe 90,000 and put it in SP 500.
Okay. Okay. I
And
see.
then that SP 500 might be giving you 8%.
Uh-huh.
And technically, it means that your SP 500 is paying your mortgage without that you make any effort. To be an insider is also to understand what game they are playing on you. Oh, this one, I just buy it 10,000 there, and tomorrow after, oh, I saw that one. Oh, and they are doing that, knowing that each that they are buying or selling, they are making money.
Money. Okay.
And also by doing that, they are penalizing you. Why? Because by doing it frequently and you are not waiting for 12 months, it means that you are paying your normal rate of tax. If you are doing that, it's like a normal income. And when it's normal income, you are paying 30%.
Twenty. Okay.
But if it is capital income, like after 12 months, you are
Mhm.
paying 15%. You see already
Yeah.
15% and 38%.
That's a big.
You see?
Mhm.
So to be insider is not that oh, you are going somewhere to have the knowledge, but is to have the information so that when other people are coming to you to dribble you, to steal from you, you know that. As one of the title of the book is, I can't remember who wrote that. He said, "Where are the customers' yachts?
Mhm.
Where are the customer yachts?" Why? Because he realized that all the bankers, all the insurers, they have yachts, but where are for the customers? No, they are
Yeah.
stealing from them to buy those yachts. So to be insider is the
Yeah.
way I could
To
answer
be.
you.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much. I do understand.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you for Arun.
And I'm
Okay.
done so far. Thank you guys.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
Charlie,
Yes,
do you want to add anything to Insider?
yes. Being an insider, okay, I thought of it very quickly. Is not to play by imagination. You presented Roosevelt's almanac, or how do they call it last time, and he said that he doesn't know the secrets to success, but the sure key to failure it is to do by one's own experience and not to learn from other people's experience. So if we don't do things by people who have already learned it, done it, and then make it a winnable game and go and copy that, replicate it, we are going to make our own experience. Therefore, it's a key to failure. So being an insider in this case, for example, having presented the unbeatable, okay, having presented an unbeatable, what's the name that he gave to those four key allocation that has already been proven over centuries, that has failed failed to present or to win only 4 times. If we use that same allocation and then start it, follow the advice that has already been given, and then reallocate, reshuffle it periodically according to how they have designed it, there is no way we will fail. Therefore, if he can only accept, you have to have a minimum of $5 billion. You have to be a structure having an asset of at least $5 billion before, and you'll be able to, the minimum you will be able to invest will be $100 million. And yet he wouldn't even take you whatever allocation or whatever investment technique that he's using. He shares it with us. Now using it without going through all the titty-bitty that he has done before he get there. If we could just do the same thing, we are now playing from inside rather than using our own experience or guessing things and then losing sleep at night. So that is what I could say. Let's just take the one that has already been proven, winnable, and then replicate it rather than reinventing the wheel.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
All right, I believe we're still doing good on time. We're at 9:35. So anyone
Dr. Sel,
who feels,
one question. One person is fellow gister. Who is that person? Is that someone new?
Oh no, I normally like to see this kind of presentation, especially when it is picturestic like this from my screen.
Okay.
That is why I
Okay.
open it the second time from my screen while talking from the phone.
awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
So, can I answer the insider question? And later
Yes, please do.
So, I'd like to start from a joke. First, Nasif, thank you very much for the presentation.
Welcome.
Thank you, appreciate it. And it's kind of beyond style a little bit also already, but we'll work on the English. So
He has the record.
yeah. To start from my joke, the joke is this: is the one son who went to see his dad, and he told the dad, after suffering, he went to see his dad. He told the dad, really, the only way for him to become rich is to join the mafia. And the dad answered, which one, the private or the public? So
go with the private.
So I will answer both the private and the public.
Mhm.
Both are criminal, right?
Mafia.
The easy way to join to stay behind the mafia is what Nasif described and Charlie contributed, is to learn to be part of a club, a book club, a disc club, to play golf later, and to start, raising your bar a little bit higher and higher. But when you are the best in your club, at that time you have to know that you're in the wrong club. You have to move out and find the club that people gonna teach you that you can where you're gonna learn. If you're not learning, you're in the wrong club. So that's the normal way that you go slowly. The criminal way is, for example, each of us here who have like a Fidelity account or a Vanguard account, they will ask you if you work for the company, if any of your relative work for the company, if your wife or your son, some they ask you questions like that, and you have to answer, and they forward it to the IRS and to the FBI, right? Right? Why they do that? Let's say you work for someone here work for Vanguard. If you learn that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, you learn that they sold 400 million of a stock today, and your parent work inside the company and realize that and let you know you're gonna sell probably that stock because they have information and that's why they're selling. But the same way also, if you heard that Warren Buffett company or a Ray Dalio company bought 1 billion of Apple stock, then you know that something is happening with Apple that not everyone knows about, and you go ahead also to buy that stock to stay ahead of the game. It means when you have an insider and you use that information, you are cheating on the market. You are cheating against the game, and it's criminal. And they'll prosecute you and they will follow you. That's why your parent cannot be working at the company to provide you inside information, right? So
Yes.
that's the criminal. And if you work at Congress, the same thing. You see some of the congressmen, they have tie behind over there. They know what is happening in this company, and then suddenly you see them buy something, 500,000, and then the next day you hear that, oh, by the way, that company now was bought by another that's bigger, and the share will go from like $20 to $100 overnight. That's an insider game. It's against the law. So don't go for the criminal. And the one that you know since 1 year is like the Trump White House, right? Every time you see Trump out to say make America great again, or he come up with something to say he want to do this to this country, some of his people already knew it 1 or 2 days before, and they already changed their position on the stock market about that. They already sold what they need to sell and do all of that before he will come out, and the share will drop 2, 3 days, 4 days later. They know what he's gonna say next, what they want to do, and they will go. That those are insider game and they are criminal. But now it's up to you if you join the mafia from the public or from the private side. So that's what I, I I mean by insider. We should not, if we don't want to rig the game, we should
Mm-hmm.
not play that way. But it's not the case. When people play golf together and do some others together, they share information that you don't have. I will stop there for now about the insider.
And
Thank
Interesting.
you.
That is nice.
that's
Thank you.
very important what he just said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when he was saying that, I mean, in the book, I didn't see the inside information that he presented thoroughly. That's good, and that gave me another example
Mm-hmm.
that there was a lady who is a top executive director, and when they start COVID-19, they start working from home. So she was working in one room, and her husband was working in another room. But when they are communicating over the Zoom call, the other person could hear. So the lady was talking about, oh, we are going to buy that company, it's not worth it now. It's only maybe 25 cents, but we are trying to buy. So the husband heard that and jumped on it and bought a lot. So when her company bought that ABC LLC, the stock price went up, and the husband just load off and get a lot of money. But when it happens like that, FBI start digging into it, and they
Mhm.
realize that, oh, he was married to, and at the beginning they thought that she was part of the game, but she was
Mm-hmm.
not, and that lead to divorce as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so sometimes the inside information is very, very tough, even though our governors our politicians, they are doing it. They don't want anyone to do it, to be honest. And inside information as well is what Robert Kiyosaki sent. He tweeted last time and say, "Oh, I'm playing golf now, and within 5 minutes I made 5,000." But people are sweating for 1 month to get the same amount. Is what he put in his tweet. So,
So
Mhm.
who want to join the
thank
public
you.
or the private?
Hmm?
Thank you.
Where do you want to join? The public or the private? The mafia.
Both. Both.
No, the one that I'm not going to jail for.
So you
Stay
don't
on
want
the
to go
safe
to jail
side.
or play golf.
I want to play, but he doesn't lead me to jail. I'll be part of
Play golf. When you get over there, I'll give you tips. Turn off your phone.
Uh-huh.
Turn
Uh-huh.
off your phone completely
it.
before you leave the house.
Mm-hmm. Tips for not getting in jail.
So
Yeah. Or leave your phone
That
at
can be
home.
okay. Leave it at home. No tracing, nothing. Digital. Burn it.
but it's serious though. If you have inside information, you become rich overnight and you
Oh
get
yeah.
Mhm.
That is
That
true.
was what they did last time. I'm afraid it may come back and bite the Trump's family,
Mhm.
because by organizing the Queen and
liberation.
knowing that the royal family is going to get in, and overnight having a number of it, allowing them to step in, rising the price of the coin to the summit, and then cashing out of it and making over 80 million within a couple of few days is very risky. But well, let's see how it goes.
So Charlie,
Yeah,
if you cannot beat them, if you cannot beat them, finish the phrase.
Join
join
them.
them.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's why we are here.
Yeah,
To know that there is
Very
something
right.
inside the information. Each of us have to do what they got to do the right way.
yeah.
So you allow me to continue. I was answering
Yeah.
another.
Yeah, of course.
So
Mhm.
yeah, again, thank you, Nasif, for the book. I'm just gonna pick one part of it from your presentation. For me, the talk was like the goal of financial independence is not to through the book is not to retire,
Mhm.
but to work by choice, to
Mhm.
Yeah.
select what you want to do later. When
Mhm.
you have the information, you make the decision. You make the right decision. You don't invest by emotion. You become financially savvy. Then you have a freedom of choice, and freedom possibility. You have more time. You can go for hobby to do some other stuff. You don't have to be on the job, on the job, on the job. Maybe you be sleepy, and then if you get the information they're opening something new in boom, or you do your homework and gasoline gonna become something you're investing in after that. You can do so many things, but you're still working, but you don't retire from life. And he say to reach financial freedom, we or you behave according to money rule.
Mhm.
Okay, so those are stuff. And what I'm working on right now is from the book. What are like 5 key actions that I can take from the book and put in practice to do for myself, my life, my family. So that's the call also that I have for everyone to take from that book. What can I do to have a better choice tomorrow, to have a freedom of, you know, go for my hobby, knowing that I have enough money to cover my back. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Thomas.
thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. Well, we still have about what 15, 14 minutes, so the floor is still open. Anyone who wants to chip in?
Mm. Hi everyone,
Hi.
and
Hello.
Hello.
thank you to Nasi for your great presentation.
Thank you.
Um, um, I don't have much to say, but by reading the book, I am learning how to uh, invest and how to have a financial discipline. So that is all. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good.
But
And it takes
join the
discipline to do
mafia, join,
anything. That
join
is awesome.
from the
Excellent.
public side, not the private.
Okay.
All
That's a good
right.
one.
We still have time. If anyone beyond, do you want to say anything? I think we have a lot of people still
Yeah.
in the group, so please feel free.
I'll go.
Thank you.
Okay, first I want to thank everyone for the great presentation.
Okay.
And the things I understood from the book is know the rules before you get in the game, figure out your target number, make the most important investment decision of your life, create a lifetime income plan, invest by like the 0.01%, do, enjoy, and share, psychology over mechanics, avoid high fees, the all season portfolio, and the money as a tool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, something I would like to add quick. He didn't say it clearly in the book we read. It kind of be the same idea. For me, the one takeaway also is if you hear someone say money doesn't bring happiness, they lie. You have to run away from them.
Yeah.
They lie. I mean, they lie on money and they're gonna lie some other stuff. Or it means they're very
That's
poor. They
right. I
figure out.
second that.
So just be mindful of that. If someone say
Yes.
money is not, it means they don't have it, and stay away from
Yes.
there. Other than that, you get contaminated.
Yes.
All right.
That is true.
Good
And
advice.
he said
Yes.
it clearly that people could say that money doesn't, or no, that is money is source of all evil, but it is not true. Is love of money over everything else. That could be the source of evil.
And those who say that money is not this that, they are not truthfully. Why?
Yeah.
Because if you go to Walmart and you say, "Oh, Walmart, I bring you love. Can I have some bread and go home?" They will never give you that. They
Tell
will
your
never
wife first that you are giving her love.
Start at home. Let
start
it
at
alone
home.
warm.
They will not even let you. So yeah, definitely, money is as they says is not the everything that we will be fighting for, but at the same time, when you don't have it, you will know the importance of it. You will know the importance of it.
Jesus.
You know, and when we are talking about private mafia or a public
Public.
mafia, I was thinking that Fred Thomas want to go to the fact that government as well is stealing from us.
Yeah, that
Be-
also.
Yeah,
That's why I talk about Congress and all of
is
that. Yeah.
stealing from us.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
can't remember the book that we read, and the guy say, "Oh, tax is not good," and he want to explain what he meant by that by saying that if I arrange, saying that, "Oh, let be here." And I have my posse. Posse means a group of people, and I told them, "Oh, the next person, the next rich person who will come, I will rob him and distribute 1,000, 1,000 to everyone here." When he's doing that, trust me, those who are part of that group, they will feel like, "Oh, he's doing a good job,"
Mhm.
because they want to benefit from it.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing for taxes as well. The government say, "Oh, I can steal the rich people or those who are able to pay, and I will distribute to those who are lower income people." And when you ask them, those who are lower income people, if tax is good, they'll say, "Oh, you're saving my kid. It's because of that that I'm paying this." Because so when you are benefiting from a stealing, most of the time we don't condemn that stealing.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah,
it's not. Absolutely.
mm,
absolutely.
Even the task code is also a
mhm,
kind of mafia club. If you know
mhm,
Of
the
course.
the loophole and you
Mm.
know what to do and what to not do,
mhm,
you might make the same money, but you don't keep the same because
mhm,
you know the game,
mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That's a part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
game.
to
Or
help you to
you
stay.
stay in one state where they have, and you accumulate those wealth there. And when you want to start taking the wealth out of the SP 500 or any investment, you move
You move to Florida.
to
You
state. No, no,
you
it's not
you
only
should be
Florida.
careful. You should be careful about if you have been trying to be to avoid the jail.
Mm.
eh,
Mm.
No, but
you
No,
should know how
Charlie,
you'll be
no.
discussing certain of these,
Oh, no,
giving
no,
the
no, no,
plan of how
no,
to
no.
avoid.
no,
When
Charlie,
is when is official, there's no
Charlie,
jail
Yeah,
time there.
I
Because
Charlie,
know.
yeah,
Charlie. We're talking about the legal one, the legal, not
yes,
I
the
yes,
know.
yeah.
Illegal
And,
I'm
stealing.
just teasing him.
Fred Thomas is not only Miami that is free.
No.
They come to Vegas as well. Las Vegas doesn't have income tax.
okay.
They go
Yeah,
to Texas.
yeah.
They
I
go
think
to Alaska. They
Mhm.
go. There are almost like 7 states
it,
that,
States, yeah.
yeah, that don't have it. So it's not only Miami. Even
who,
your state doesn't pay income tax.
Mhm.
who you call? I think it's Jeff Bezos or who did it last time. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos did it, and
Jeff,
your African guy as well. He doesn't like
Elon
that
Musk.
name, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk also. Okay, I know
Mhm.
Jeff want to like take 200 million or something out, and he
Hmm.
bought a new house in Florida, and he
Hmm.
changed his residence to Florida. So
Hmm.
from that, he doesn't have to pay 10% on state tax. So the
Mhm.
10% gonna be 20 million that he gonna pay
Yeah.
Hmm.
to the state of I think
Yeah,
Washington State, and
yeah.
he changed address to Florida by buying a
Hmm.
little house there, and then it become his residence, and then he saved $20 million.
Hmm. It's the way they do it, and that's part of inside information. Inside,
Yeah.
otherwise you will say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm with Washington State, and then I
Mhm.
can give out 20 millions."
Mhm.
So,
Thank you all. All great information. I believe if
You right?
Fred Roland had a question, if he wants to ask it.
Yes. Thank you, Fred Arun, for your great presentation. I discovered something again. Then
Mm.
every time I spent with you guys, then I I learned something. Then even through
don't make us
the
blush. We are
funny,
black people. We don't blush, but don't make us blush here. Go
yes,
ahead.
yes, even through the funny from Thomas, I learned something. Thank you all. Then I have a question with my wife. She was washing the things with me.
Mhm.
Then I leave her to give her the floor to ask the question.
Okay, hello
Mm.
everyone. Good evening. This
Hello.
is
Yes,
Pam
hello.
Bogle. Hi. And
Okay.
I just wanted to make one statement. I just wanted to say that Martha Stewart was an insider and she went to jail. And I refuse to patronize any of her products since she's been out. But because I don't know if you're familiar, but
Yeah, yeah.
she
Yeah,
Yes.
the
invests
Go
one
ahead.
who
well.
that stuff in
Yeah.
the store.
Okay. All
Yeah.
righty. Yes. Yes. But so she did a little bit of time. Okay,
Mhm.
but I wanted to ask the question. One thing stuck out
Mhm.
in the presentation. Well,
Mhm.
we would love to master the game,
Mhm.
but as far as the savings go, my question is, do you suggest setting small goals in the beginning or just shoot for the stars and just go for the gusto and set your goals high?
You who want to go in? I can. I have some idea, but I'll let the floor to Fred
Thank
Yeah,
Thomas
you.
go
or
for it.
Charlie.
Just start.
Okay, I can start. It depends on your psychology, because it's
Mhm.
the same way people will be asking do we want to go for the small interest on our credit card if you want to clear your credit card, or you want to go for the small balance on your credit card? It depends on your psychology. Other people will tell you to go for the small balance so that it can give you incentive.
Confidence.
You will say, oh, confidence, and you will feel like, oh, I'm doing something. It's the same thing for the goals as you are asking. I I mean, there are certain people who they have, I mean, they're dedicated to follow up so that they can put a big goals. But me, I would advise to go for the small goals so that he can give you some, I mean, confidence so that you know, oh, last time that I was planning to buy that a motorbike, it was only 600 and I come up with the money. I didn't even go for my credit card. So he give you some boost. You say, okay, let me go for the big one. But we can have all together the small first, but the big as our financial arrival, our financial goals. Because as you see in my presentation, I was talking about someone who is have a goal of 10,000 a month, a year. If it is 10,000 a year, it is multiplied by 25, and then you see what is your target numbers. So that's the big goal. But beside that, you might say, okay, I have 10 credit cards that I'm not getting rid of them. And my first goal will be I want to clear my first credit card. It might be the small interest or the small balance. It depends on the psychology part of it, but you can have both together according to what I could say. And on that, I leave the floor for any other person who wants to chip in.
So, if you allow me,
Okay.
this is the guy who talked about join the mafia. So,
Okay.
so to start from, because I think Nasif answer from the depth portion of the question, right? Do we want to pay off debt or do we want to invest, right? And we have to look at like the middle, how much debt I have, and what are the interest rate on those credit card or on those debt like mortgage, student loan, you name it, anything. And then you do the math first to know, okay, is it worth to put the money? Like if you have a credit card that is already late 17%, let's say, or 18%, it doesn't make that much sense to go and put the money on the market for 10% because you're never going to reach that to beat that 17%. So you have to do the math to know where we are. If we know where we are, we can say, okay, we go after the debt like Nasif say, avalanche or snowball method, depending on your psychology and your emotion, what you can,
Exactly.
yeah, you want to. Now if we go in the game of saving and investing, I would advise anyone to go for to play the big game, don't play the small. The only thing I repeat myself 3 times is the psychology, volatility, right? The way the stock market one day drop drastically and stuff like that. Can your heart take that? Can you support that? Can you not go like not and say, hey, my money is going, and then you start selling and we become frenzy and we start. If you can afford to master yourself, to not do anything when the market is like how you call it? They have a bear market and the other one. What's the other
Bull
Bull
name?
market,
market, bull market,
bull
and bear
and
market.
bear.
Mm.
So when it's going down, the only thing to do is to do nothing, to stay quiet, because 100 years of history. I think the other book that we read is like even if the market go down this year and next year, the third year it come back and beat and cash on all of the loss. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're psychologically strong enough, then go and play the big game. But if you're not there yet and you care too much about your money and your heart cannot take on that, then go slowly, and then I think that's will be the main answer I can give anyone. I think we listened to who was Melody Hobson, is a writer, a black writer, and she talked about it and she say to take when the stock market, the market is going down, to take it at like a storm, when there is a big storm, what you do, you shelter, you stay
Mhm.
inside, you don't do anything. It's the same thing for the stock market. The only people who get hurt during the storm is the one who try to go out and the car get flooded or something goes, or the only one who get injured at roller coaster is the one who jump when it's still turning. If you jump, you can get hurt. But if you stay quiet, the storm will come, but it will be over. There is no storm
Yeah,
that stay forever.
definitely.
It will stop. So that's my answer, depending on what you can take on.
Stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if I
Mhm.
answer about that. That's my call.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes.
So
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to just add a little thing. I think for the saving,
Mhm.
it's a well, if it was me, I will go with the one that makes me comfortable, right? I don't want to save all my money and deprive myself from the basic thing or what I love to do, right? So
Mhm.
if I can still live and save, yeah, I will go in that comfort zone. So it
Mhm.
depends
Yeah.
on everyone.
If I may
Absolutely.
second Tata Colomb, because that was